Tell them I'm ready for more. Game time. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I just got 20, I'm running on empty. This more where that came from, my money is silly. I feel an envy, not trying to be friendly. It is what it is, if you want me, come get me. Whenever you ready, no, I keep it steady. Yeah, I get the W, throw the confetti. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it.
We're in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. Brings up 2nd and 8. On the handoff, Edwards, limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
3rd play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Mayfield off the play fake. And his throw here's incomplete.
So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
first down, they'll run with Chubb. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mayfield on play action. That's going to be caught. And he'll be out of bounds.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Chubb is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this one complete to Will Fuller.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Here's Edwards again on 2nd down.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Tua.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. Space to run past the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Edwards. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all. 3rd and goal.
Edwards. And Edwards trying to push forward, but unsuccessful. They stop him short of the marker.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Tua, fast pass outside complete. A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Play fake. Mayfield. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's going to wind up and air it out.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Greedy Williams picks it off. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Second and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go play action. Mayfield.
Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. And for Mayfield, this could be a free play. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. So naturally they will decline it. They got the 1st down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the 1st down through hard work and effort anyway? 1st down.
So now from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Point after try forthcoming. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Tua. And this one is incomplete.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Greedy Williams picks it off. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that 1st down marker. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say, we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland, and to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Here comes Andrews. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Dolphins, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are the mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
On first down, Edwards. And out of bounds right around the 20.
43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Edwards. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Gus Edwards.
Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A run for Nick Chubb. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
But Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there.
Point after, right down the middle, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's Edwards again on 2nd down.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Tua. He's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Greg Newsom.
And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on third down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
A give. This is Chubb. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 44, Mayfield drops it off for Chubb.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Chubb. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 16 yards there. 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football from triple option, you've actually called that play.
Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So an important one there as they widen their lead in this 4th quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Tua. And now here's another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 33. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, a 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Here's Fuller with a catch. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Going up top. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his third touchdown now on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6.
So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
The two are going to try and throw for it.
And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a 1-score game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Browns drive about to get started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They run again on 1st down. Chubb gets around him. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over. And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 33. Watch the shit. Hey, alert 33. Hurry.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Here's Mayfield. This is caught. Touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They run. Chubb. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 189 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Chubb. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Chubb will get the call running left. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for Cleveland, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4.